What's up, Bone Diddlies? Patrick Starkey here. Just coming to you exclusively giving you a little demo of my new favorite toy. This is the MRM Activ Pro MR5. And it does come in a model that has a shower head too, which means it has a much bigger aperture of laser than this. But my God, I'm having so much fun with this, I just can't not share this. So this is an Activ Pro. It's, as you can see, 100% portable, made by my friends in Solon, Ohio at Multi-Radiance Medical. This thing puts out a peak wattage of 50 watts, which does compete with your class 4 lasers. However, and it makes treatment very quick. However, everything is super pulsed. When you pulse laser, it makes it very safe. When you have a continuous wave laser, it makes it actually concerning. If you hang light or laser on an area that's for too long, it can cause damage to the cells. So this gives you a lot of control because you can change the frequency of the pulsing built into this device. Let me show you the heads here. So there's many different diodes in here. A new feature on these is blue light diodes. So you've got red light, you have near infrared, and you have laser diodes. That middle one is the laser diode, and that is shining at, it's in the 900 nanometers. But that's the big guy. Now you're probably asking yourself, what are these? These are actual electrical muscle stim, or e-stim, and they're not really used the same way you would use stim on a patient. They actually built into the programming, and I'll show you quickly, they help identify problem areas. So they actually detect changes underneath the skin, and if those changes are enough, it actually beeps at you and tells you to treat that area. You then treat that area. Sorry. You then treat that area, and after the tissue changes, it beeps again. So it actually helps you treat somebody. For me, for my staff, I usually just tell them to do a stim scan, and they do it for me. So I don't even have to use this device hands-on with the doctor. So again, super powerful. Battery life is pretty darn amazing on it. I have rarely ever charged it. So let's go ahead and boot it up. Just press and hold. Self-test. It's probably a good idea to do that every so often. And then you've got built-in settings. This is the one I use most for musculoskeletal. It gives you that 3 wavelength spectrum there. For musculoskeletal, and this all red wavelength light. So visible red, near infrared, and laser. But this is something new that I've been playing with in my office. Blue light. Blue light helps with antimicrobial events. So if you guys, I'm sure you see it. I'm sure you see infection on the skin. In my house, we have like coughs and infection of the throat, something that you can access with via light. Very, very effective in treating skin-based infection. So I use this for diabetic patients, and it works like a charm. So you turn this bad boy on, and you can see how powerful this blue light is. It really does shine quite significantly. And actually, I'm not supposed to look at this directly, but with the camera I can see which diodes are activated. So you got 3 diodes of blue, and that is pretty freaking awesome to have at the palm of your hand. So let's go ahead and move on to the stuff that you guys will use on a daily basis, and that would be your Activ Pro setting. So again, we talked about frequency. This is the frequency that this light is pulsing itself. Now you'll see that the light, the red light never changes its frequency. It's a blinking red light, but you can almost hear this device hum at different wavelength, at different frequencies, and that's the infrared and the lasers at a different frequency there. Kind of curious. I want to see what this looks like when I shine it. Oh my gosh. So you've got the different flashing lights there, and you've got 3. I'm not sure if I see the activated laser there. Let's go back and change this setting here to go back to something more powerful. So at the lower the frequency, the less powerful, but you can also penetrate deeper. So I would use 5 hertz and 50 hertz for stimulating blood flow. So say someone had diabetic ulcers, I would use 5 to 50 hertz to stimulate blood flow down into the lower extremities, as well as if there were open ulcers with blue light. But I'm kind of curious, now that I can use my camera instead of my eyeballs, burning my eyeballs. This is the highest frequency, it goes up to 5,000 hertz, and this is your peak 50 watt setting, to see if there's any change in what this looks like. Oh yeah, you can see that laser diode lighten up more. It's still pulsing at a very ridiculous rate, and that laser is just beaming. It's great. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off though. I don't want to kill myself. Alright, cool. That's really neat. So let's use that treatment. Let me show you something. So as you're treating something, so I would use high frequency for acute spasm. I would use for a lot of pain. The higher the frequency, the more pain relief. The lower the frequency, the more stimulatory. So for lower frequencies, I actually have patients come in pre-performance to do, maybe they're a pitcher. So I have them get laser treatment prior to pitching, and I do laser treatment on the that shoulder. Afterwards, after it hurts, I would turn the, no pun intended, hurts up to help decrease the inflammation and help drive down some of those pro-inflammatory markers as well. So it's, and we're talking about seconds to minutes of treatment. So let me show you something. Now that I'm treating, what you can do with this device is press the center button. We talked about the electrical stim, electrical therapy, intensity off. So now let's say someone's got tennis elbow, it's really inflamed. Now we can use this device to actually stimulate electrical therapy, and at some point the patient feels stimulation on their skin, and that's all you need. Then you do a slight scan with this slowly over, and I wish I had some skin here. You know what, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to do it to my thigh here, why not? Or my calf, how about that? Look at that. Meat. Okay, so again, let's just go ahead and put it on the skin. I'm going to press the center button, turn it up until I start to feel a tingle. And I do, it feels like a little zinger. And we'll go down that area here. I might turn it up just a little bit more. Ooh, definitely feel that. See, hear it beep. Now, this is where I train my staff. They lift up, they push down, and they hold until they hear another beep. That's literally how easy this is to use. And it'll stay there for another 20-30 seconds, and then you just scan the whole muscle. And I tell my staff, there it goes. So you lift up, scan again. To do 5 minutes of treatment. and typically that's plenty for one muscle, unless it's a huge muscle, quad or something like that. Anyway, just want to show you guys this thing. I know it's the end of year, so those that own businesses, you got to throw money at stuff. I really don't think you're gonna go wrong with this device. It is badass, and I can use this on the go. I take it home, obviously, as well, because it works so darn well. I've used it on my kids and animals. It's just a great diverse device, and I'd be happy to help you guys use it if you were interested in it. So retails about $14,000. I'm sure that they've got deals going on, and if you guys just let them know that Pat Starkey sent you my way, I'm sure they'd cut you a deal as well. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because it is awesome, really awesome. I might buy another one. Alright, love you guys, bye.